And then she looked down at the clothes she was folding just like that, a nod. A look between you that lasted only a second. And in that second you knew. You saw it clearly written in her face, on her face. And you did not know how you had missed it all these years. For what you saw in her face was a special species of kindness. Self-sacrificing, wholly given without expecting reciprocation. No more and no less than that. Later you would expand the act, break it apart into its constituent elements and add degrees to it. But in that moment you did not need to. It was as if the whole of human nature was written in that look. And if this was true, you saw how there was hope for humanity after all. In their sermons, imams spoke about the wrath of God and the wide expanse of its devastation. They spoke of how in the night God looked onto the earth and saw the evil in men's hearts and raised his mighty hand to destroy it, destroy all of creation that brought him such displeasure, once and for all. But then in his omniscience, God saw a waliu, a holy man, a saint, standing atop a praying mat, prepared to spend the whole night worshiping his God. And God saw this, and because of this man, he delayed the coming of his wrath upon the world, and all the creation was saved once more. You always liked this story, this idea of God taking pity on man because of one man's actions, the earth's savior, unknown and unthanked, alone in his room bowing down before God, not knowing what power he held to alter fate, to waylay destiny. But you think they got one part wrong. You think it wasn't a man praying to God that God saw. It was a Gambian mother, in bed, tired from a day's work, tired from buying firewood and tending the fire, from cooking and cleaning and washing clothes, and taking them out to dry, and a million other things it takes to run a home, and still having time to raise her children, to love them as they ought to be loved. In your version of the story, this is what God saw, and what stayed his hand. It has always puzzled you, the gender debate that has sprung up against the issue, around the issue of women in the Gambian society, and their position in relation to men. Women are weak, men are superior to them. Almost everyone you talk to tells you, man and woman alike. Perhaps I do not understand what the word means after all, for in all the years you have lived in the story, in the country, you have never seen a single woman complain about the work she does in the house for her husband and her children.
Entertainment is key, especially when it comes to transmitting information. This is important because you just don't entertain, but you also educate the people or pass the information that you are seeking to transmit. Psycho and Sura Suso were very, very much good that particular evening when they entertained the crowd with very good music, but also passed information that is key to the development of women. That was all that we had for you on this edition of the Changemaker Show. I was your host, Abdullah Baji, and until we come your way next week, Monday, stay tuned and do enjoy the best of our interesting programs. Bye-bye.